hosts of this podcast are in no way experts of any kind in any field. They are in no way qualified to give advice on anything for any reason. Please do not attempt to recreate anything that is said by these delinquents. Listening to this podcast is ill-advised.
You know what? Here's a what's the phrase? Do I still sound low?
No,
I'm hearing
you sound pretty good to me.
Sound good? Do I sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a hot take. The Namekian dragon
Yeah.
was an alpha male compared to fucking Shenron or Shen-LONG, however you say his name.
Actually, the alpha male is the one off of Dragonball Super.
Well, whatever. Like the Namek dragon was all like fucking buff and shit.
Yeah.
And Shen-LONG
I'm
was
trying
just
to.
a fucking
I'm trying to remember.
noodle.
Was Shenlong kind of like?
Bring
was
it
he,
up, Matt.
Was he like thinner, and not as long? And
Shen-LONG is like Shen-LONG was like the typical like Chinese dragon.
Yes.
gotcha.
Like
gotcha.
long serpent like.
Yeah.
And then the Namekian dragon was like a big buff like fucking. Like,
Yeah,
what's that guy?
He was on roids.
Yeah. He looked like Brock Lesnar with scales and fins and shit. But
Okay, so let me ask. Go ahead.
yeah, I wasn't done. So shut the fuck up. God damn it! I don't even remember what it is.
Sounds like you're done now.
Fuck, man.
Is that not an opening, Matt, or should I just? That's an opening.
Okay, no. Okay, I remember what I was gonna say, but it's gonna take us off Dragon Ball. So if you need to say some Dragon Ball shit,
No,
say
mine was
some
gonna.
Dragon-
Mine was gonna be off Dragon Ball. So go ahead.
Okay, well, like I don't watch new movies anymore. I don't watch shit that comes out. Like it doesn't look appealing. Nothing
Right.
looks good to me.
They don't.
There's
It's
absolutely nothing that looks appealing.
Yeah.
But I watch the shit out of old stuff, and it's the same. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's the same way with like games and shit like that. Like I just find myself to be more of a retro style like entertainer. There, what the fuck is that?
What is that?
So that's the Shen-LONG from the Dragon Ball Super series that is in control of the giant Dragon Balls, the ones that are the size of planets.
Bro, that looks like a Pokemon.
Hold on. There's Dragon Balls the size of planets.
Yep.
When I see, I am so disconnected from the way things are now. It's not even funny.
See, I started watching Dragon Ball Super, and it's actually, I mean, it's good, it's decent. Like, it's kind of like
But does it hit the same way when we were younger?
No.
See, that's what I'm worried about.
That's
I mean,
like
for Matt, it does.
Matt, remember watching Martin, the Martin show,
Mm-hmm.
when we were kids? Fucking hilarious.
Yep.
Like now, when you watch it, it's just kind of corny. And I don't know if it's just because like so much has changed or we're so desensitized to shit.
I think it's a little bit of that too.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, Dragon Ball Super is really good. I haven't gotten to where Goku's gone blue yet. He's still
Right.
red.
I think I liked it a lot when it was still kind of like not cool to watch it, and we kind of did it behind closed doors.
You're a hipster Dragon Ball fan.
Right.
Yeah.
You liked it before it was cool.
Fuck yeah,
But
I did.
like, so in it, he unlocks his power. Well, now he goes into that where he's more like an orange color, and he's even stronger. And he gets like, I think they actually call it his demon form. He becomes
Who's demon form?
Piccolo's. He looks more.
I thought we were talking about the dragon.
He looks more evil. Well, the dragons would unlock that power for him. He looks more, and he actually does something he hasn't done since Dragon Ball. He grows giant in it, like he did in Dragon Ball when he fought Goku in the tournament.
Oh yeah.
When he was King Piccolo.
That was King.
Yeah.
King Piccolo.
When he was King Piccolo, because Gohan actually reminds him of it, and he does it to fight the new Cell.
Do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up a picture of the Namekian dragon, like I originally asked you to.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because I mean, he was asking about that dragon. You pulled up. I don't know who the hell that was.
Yeah,
that was
fucking Gyarados or some bullshit.
that was a Gyarados upgrade.
That was a Gyarados. Yeah, that was Gyarados' evolution, is what that is.
Yeah.
Gyarados evolved turns into the Dragon Ball Super Dragon. Amazing. We just figured it out.
remember how to spell Namekian. I'm gonna try.
Start with
Namek.
Namek. Start with Namek and put Ian behind it.
Easy. See that?
God, even I knew that.
Context clues.
Yeah.
Context? That's not context
No,
clues.
that's when you're reading paragraphs and long.
Yeah.
Oh, that just reminded me of Toss Test, man. There's a lot of.
Hadley's
Yeah, there he is.
Hadley's doing her testing right now, and she's actually doing really fucking good.
See, you worried for nothing.
No, there's definitely something to be worried about.
Oh yeah,
See?
yeah. That's right.
See this
that's
fucking
right.
guy?
Yeah, I remember that.
See Big Swole
Yep.
compared to Shen-Long's just Shen-Long is long. That's it. That's all he's
Yeah.
got going for him.
It's like Chris said. Shen-Long is the typical Chinese
Yeah.
dragon.
No,
Actually, no,
that's what I said,
that's what
yeah.
Jared said.
Oh,
but
that's
I'll
what
take
I
the
said.
credit though,
Okay.
in a heartbeat, like that.
But
Yeah, he kind of looks like he looks like the Debo.
Yeah,
the,
for sure.
The Debo of
For
the
sure.
Dragons.
He's gonna gank your chain.
Do you think like he would? I mean, like growing up, do you think like he was bullied as a kid, as a young dragon, and like he just kind of like is taking out all that rage and anger on everybody else?
That guy, no.
No.
No, that's bred. That's like that's generational trauma is what that is. Just siphoned into sheer fucking
I
masculinity.
still like the Shen-Long version better. I'm more of a traditionalist. I like the whole,
man. I
you
don't
know,
know.
the Asian inspired. Is Asian inspired? Is that the appropriate? Not Oriental. That's not the good one.
Is Oriental bad now?
Oriental's bad. Not,
Oriental's bad now?
I think so.
What are they going to do with all the noodles?
What is Oriental?
It's like Asian.
I think it's Asian.
I
is
thought
what-
Asian and Oriental were like interchangeable.
No, I think Oriental now is bad. I think that's like. I don't know. I don't think that
My favorite ramen noodles was the Oriental ramen noodles. So
because it's not
that's
the
gonna be a
It's
problem.
not the Oriental section of the store anymore. It's the Asian food section.
So that's what Piccolo's new form looks more like. He's a lot more buff.
Now he looks
He
like
looks-
he is on roids.
yeah,
He's cycled,
he
man.
does definitely.
big
When he
swole.
goes into it, he looks a lot more
Yeah.
buff. He's like, if you look even his like facial bones are more.
his facial bones.
His neck bones,
He
his
got
throat.
them.
Look at his throat bones.
He got them facial bones. He got them facial bones.
That's his new form, and Gohan actually winds up. I mean, I'm sure y'all are never gonna see the movie, but he actually winds up.
A little presumptuous of him, isn't it?
That's very presumptuous.
Well, Gohan actually winds up taking Cell out with Piccolo's special beam cannon. His
already.
own form.
Oh.
You mean the old
already
Masim
watched.
Kosenpo?
Yeah, that's what he calls it too in the Japanese version. It's not
Masim
Kosenpo.
Kosenpo.
I already watched the end.
So yes,
I just watched spoilers of shit. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Hey.
waste 90 minutes. I just want to see what happens.
Do y'all remember like when we used to download all the sound waves, like the Kamehameha sound
yeah.
waves, and we just like listen to it
Oh,
over
yeah.
and over and over?
Or you'd like set it somehow to your preferences on your computer, and whenever you start your fucking computer up, it's like
Yeah.
Kamehameha! It scares the shit out of you. Speaking of, whenever I got to the studio and I started that computer, I forgot it does that sword unsheathing sound, whatever the fuck it is. Scared the absolute fuck out of me. I thought it was over for me. Thought it was over for old Jared.
You were just like Kill Bill's here. He's gonna swipe you with the katana. Matt, what are you reading now?
I was trying to see if I could. You've never seen it. I was gonna.
How do you know I've never seen it? Like
gonna
this
show-
is frustrating. Like
I was gonna
I'm
show
not,
you the-
apparently I'm
I
not
was-
gonna watch the Dragon Ball
I
Z.
think he knows that you've only seen Conan and Bloodsport.
And
And
all
a
the
couple
way.
episodes of Law and Order for whatever reason.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's not Law and Order, is it?
I think it is, yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Well, there used to be a guy that. Speaking of Law and Order, there was a guy that when I worked at Veith, he had his own lawn company, and it was called Lawn and Order Special Clippings Unit.
Yeah. Lance.
That's actually pretty cool.
Language and be direct.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you
For
that thing's
example,
hooked up.
instead of saying,
somewhere.
I might be able to find a way
So
to
that's
do
gonna be an awesome.
Matt.
little-
Let's try to cut down on the porn while we're recording.
Okay.
At least it wasn't like some
I'm
like
done.
ah.
I'm done.
What are we saying? Matt, you this was literally Joe Pesci's baseball bat in a cornfield.
What?
You never seen
He's never seen
Casino?
Casino.
Yes, I've seen Casino.
Okay, you remember when Joe Pesci got the baseball bat and him and his brother? They got beat to death with baseball bats in the corn.
Yeah.
That's what you did to the show. Never
Here-
mind.
Here's a hot take. Another hot take.
Got it. Do it.
I mean, Did Scorsese think that animatronic of him getting dirt thrown on him was like real looking?
It wasn't as real as no more real than it was whenever De Niro got blown up in the car at the first scene.
Yeah.
It's like you literally see a hard cut and a little mannequin from JCPenney's just sitting in there, and boom, it just blows up. I mean, like De Niro had his hands like this, like the mannequin cuts and it's like this.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't any worse than that.
Oh my god! But what a great movie!
Phenomenal movie.
Great movie, man.
You know, the only reason why I didn't like that movie is because it was so based on the shenanigans and Vegas that goes on.
Mm-hmm.
I love so much the ornate simplicity of the family business. I like seeing the captains and the consiglieres and stuff like that. This was just the cowboys out in the Wild West, just having fun, making money for the people back home.
Yeah, yeah.
In the spaghetti shop.
My brother-in-law has told me about like some sort of mafioso style like museum in Vegas that I'd love to go see. I'd love to go visit.
That'd be
and
awesome.
Take a tour and stuff like that.
So on that note of us going to do things, I don't know if this was before you started recording. A little redundant. So we're all gonna go get facials.
Don't say that.
No, beard trimmings. I don't even know what it's called.
Beard trimmings.
We're gonna go get
beard trimmings. We're gonna go get beard trimmings on our facial bones.
We're gonna go on them cheekbones. Yeah, that'll be fun.
The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Old school barber.
So yeah, apparently, I guess we decided we're going to a what's the name of the shop?
La Familia Cuts.
La Familia Cuts.
Yeah.
It's a German-owned barber shop, obviously.
No, it's a legit barber shop.
Yeah.
Old school, family ran. It's pretty cool. And I
used to go to it when we were kids. Remember, we used to go to that Mexican one on like Old Owl Park Road.
Was I telling you about that?
no.
Our grandpa always used to take us there.
Who was I talking to? I was talking to you about that. Was I talking to you about that?
Hold on. How do you know it was a Mexican?
Because that was the guy that ran it. He was the one that was always there.
How do you know he was Mexican? He could have been from Guatemala.
Who the fuck? No, hold the fuck up. Who was I talking?
Wasn't-
You weren't
about
talking to me.
this to?
Me.
You're
Wasn't
not talking to
me.
me. I'm a little offended. I'm your one Mexican friend, and you don't even talk to me about it?
I don't remember him being Mexican. I remember there being a magazine or some sort of catalog with all kinds of like novelty shit in it, like
Yeah.
X-ray glasses.
I remember that shit
and like
too.
invisible ink.
That's what we were
and
talking about.
shit
We were
like
talking about that on one of the other episodes.
No, I was talking to you about it on the way back from
That you were talking
Quana.
about, but you didn't tell me that he was a Mexican.
He was.
I didn't realize. I think I didn't see colors back then.
If you
I
cough
was
again
too
into the
young.
microphone,
I coughed away from the
but
microphone.
it still sound like you. No, I'm just joking. I cough like 9 times. Probably sounds the same.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah,
all,
you fuck-
It's all gonna sound the same.
So, so you went to go see a Mexican barber without me.
He was old school too. I remember like
I guess.
he had the old classic, spinning little
Yeah.
barbershop sign next to him, and
Hell yeah.
there's an actual history to that sign. Why it's red and white.
Before you say anything, let me guess. Because the razors and does it have something to do with like the shaving and the blood?
It has to do with blood, but not necessarily the razors. Because back in the day, barbershops not only did you get haircuts, but that's also where like they did medical treatments and stuff. Like that's where they did bloodletting.
Oh yeah. Remind you, there are some harsh fact checkers that are going to fact check you because they fact checked your daylight savings.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Well, it was on TikTok.
What'd they say?
It was because of the war.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was invented probably way back then when you're talking about, but it was implemented in the U.S. by the war, World War I, to allow more time, during daylight saving time, to give them more daylight time for industry to build and do stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
How about this? Go fuck yourself, TikTokers.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
they can fact check me. I'm like 98%
But
sure.
isn't bloodletting people still do that? It's not legal, is it? Like, I don't think you can bloodlet.
I mean, back then that's how they thought that you would get rid of any
Yeah.
disease and stuff that you had to.
Yeah, but not
I
now,
think
though.
you can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't think you can charge people to like blood them. Like, hey, let me take some of your blood.
I
with this
know-
leech.
I know there's some like, there's some
Sounds like
Hollywood
there's some
A-listers.
science to this.
Now, there's some Hollywood A-listers that believe in that kind of stuff, and they bloodlet
Oh, I'm sure Lady
Kiddos.
Gaga's one of them.
Yeah, like they drink the blood of kids.
You're
'cause
talking
they
about
can
that
stay young.
adrenochrome.
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 How did you know about that?
Believe me.
Adrenochrome.
Our dad is a huge conspiracy nut.
Oh my God. Anything like
Uh-oh.
us. My dad thinks Tucker Carlson wrote the Bible. Like 100%.
Well, he did. No.
Absolutely.
Well, he did.
Believes anything and everything that man says about anything and everything. And I don't know.
Okay, he did write the Bible first and foremost.
Okay, sure. No, I just
Got it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very
Bloodletting,
Slippery
adrenochrome.
Yeah.
Adre-
Where they were
Pizzagate.
killing the children for that adrenochrome or something because it makes them
Young.
or something. I can't remember. It was some like big name celebrities are all involved in it. Like
Michelle Obama's a man. Shit like that.
Yeah. Bill Gates, and he's
The
like
government's turning the frogs gay.
they are though.
Well, I think that's been
You seen what
proven.
they
Mel
do
Gibson
to
was-
jazz music?
Mel Gibson was cast out of Hollywood because of he was speaking out against all the
Oh yeah.
things
yeah.
that the Hollywood people were doing to children, and when
Well-
in fact he was actually crazy as hell. He's crazy as hell. I mean,
Yeah, I think it had more to do with like the anti-Semitic rant whenever he
That
was
he had.
drunk.
Yeah.
I think that was more
that
of it
probably
than,
did that did him in.
than
Right.
trying to combat the fucking.
He can try to blame other
Bloodletters
things. I
of
don't think they're going to
Hollywood.
stick though.
you know,
But there's a few A-listers that just don't give a fuck about their conservative values or their views. Homeboy from Breaking Bad, he don't give a fuck.
Um,
the guy that played Walter White,
Cranston,
Brian
Cranston.
Cranston. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep,
Yeah.
I think so. You better
Clint
fact, you
Eastwood.
better fact
but
check me on
I feel
that.
that's obvious. Clint Eastwood's
No, I
pretty
feel like
conservative.
I fucked that one up. Tim Allen. I know that for a fact.
Tim Allen, yeah,
Tim Allen is
absolutely.
very. Matter of fact, remember that show that I saw a few previews of it. I don't know. I watched a lot of daytime TV or evening TV, but he had a show where he was pretty open about it, and I think his kiddos were the exact opposite. They were
Yeah.
Was it Last Man Standing?
Yeah, Last
Yeah.
Man Standing. I was wanting to say Man of the House or something. But yeah.
Roseanne.
Yeah.
But Roseanne got in a little bit of trouble because she made some maybe not so sociably friendly comparisons to certain
Anyways,
people.
I try not to get myself involved in it.
Okay, Matt said for me
Matt's
to shut
done.
up.
Matt's done with politics
Matt's
time.
done.
I don't like
Okay,
it. Yeah,
sorry.
politics or
My bad.
I don't know if your kids watch this. Have ever watched this kid? This guy. He's named Preston Plays.
Preston Plays. It's kind of like Gaming with Kev.
Yeah.
He does like all kinds of little.
Hold on. Is this the little boy and his dad that tries out new toys
No.
from
No, that's Ryan.
Ryan? Okay, yeah.
Ryan's toy review.
Toy review. Yeah.
Let me pull in all kinds of like different videos.
Cool.
With his wife like going to eating different types of gas station foods and trying stuff like
That
that.
actually was
Just
pretty.
like a vlogger slash YouTuber slash game streamer.
That actually a pretty cool concept. Go and try to find the worst gas station foods
Oh yeah.
and then eat it.
One of my favorite TikToks is a.
He does Roblox too, by the way. So I bet Hadley knows him.
I would assume she does.
So not today, a couple days ago, I almost lost my ever freaking mind.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I call this thing like Amos, right? I think I told you about this. I have given this force of nature that always seems to, at the worst times, make everything go wrong for you in all ways. Like I'm running late, my keys are missing, I dropped a cup of coffee, stubbed my toe, all within like 15 seconds.
You said you call it Amos?
I call that thing, the thing that somebody wants to blame when all shit's going wrong, I call it Amos. And I don't know why I call it Amos. I
So
think
he has an imaginary person that he blames.
it's not even a person. I'm personifying.
I just couldn't make out if you were saying Amos.
Oh, yeah,
Or
yeah.
Anus.
Yeah, Amos. Amos.
Okay.
AMOS.
Get it out.
Oh, caught it.
Keep going.
Caught it. I call it Amos. And I personified this because when you're pissed about everything going wrong at one time, you got to blame somebody. So you're just like, and just start yelling out Amos. you
Like
know?
if you were to drive into your own wall one day.
I hate your face. Yeah. Yep.
Damn it, Amos.
Yeah.
Fucking Amos.
Amos is like, look what my fucking do. Yeah. Oh, that's not the break. Okay, so a couple days ago, I'm like getting ready to hit the sack. I'm getting out of the shower, and just finished brushing my teeth, and the kids are asleep. My wife's probably already passed out asleep, and I'm trying to be quiet because I want to wake up my youngest because when he gets up, everything's fucked.
Oh yeah.
And then like it was one of those situations where I feel my foot get caught on something, and it was like a 5.5 minute fall that happened in the span of 2 seconds, but it felt like 5 minutes.
Everything in slow
And
motion.
I made a point to hit every piece of metal and hollow object to echo down the hallway and literally, and I'm talking, I dropped my phone, I hit the little bang thing on the wall, I hit the bang,
The
what I'm
door
talking about?
stopper
That
thing?
little door stopper thing. I bang better.
Pretty sure they're called boyo things.
Go to Sutherland's. I need a copper. I hit the doorknob. I hit the cabinet. I mean, I'm hitting everything. Meanwhile, I hate everything that has a heartbeat on the way down. I'm blaming everybody, including my wife at this point. And I look back to see what it. And I'm imagining like a dead body. I'm imagining. And I look back to see what it was after I finally hit the ground, roll into the hallway, and it was just my rug that kind of squished up and made a little bitty bump. How that did it, how that took me out, I don't know. But it was more aggravating that it was nothing. I would have been happier if it had been,
Like a toy or something.
A toy or
Yeah.
a roller skate or a skateboard or something. No, it was just a little fold in the carpet. It was. And I was so mad. I walked into the bedroom and I look at my wife sleeping peacefully. And I'm like, I just want to be aggravated and mad. And I wanted to blame her for something she didn't do. And I was like, I'd kick the door down and blame my son. But it was just horrible.
I was frozen today.
I was so mad. I
All
kept thinking
over
like
a
in
wrinkle
that.
in the carpet.
It was like whenever like you have the shopping cart and like you hit like a zip tie, a piece of a zip tie, and it like stops you and there's like chips flying out of your basket. You hit the lady next to you. You know what I'm talking about? Where they everything
I'm
locks
talking about,
up.
but I've never done that.
Well, thanks for making me feel like I'm stupid. You just sit there staring at me like.
It's like my grocery store doesn't have a lot of zip ties on the ground. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, mine does. Anyways, so I about lost my mind 3 days ago.
That's cool.
That would have been hilarious to
My
catch
heart
on
rate,
camera.
my heart rate's all. I mean, man, and I'm telling you, I'm a big guy, and I only fell like 6 feet, but you would have thought I fell down a hill, man. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was horrible.
Have you ever been like trying to get upstairs real fast and you like just stub your toe on that last step? You just you fall for like 6 feet, just trying to like get your feet up underneath you. Oh man.
Whenever
I do that.
whenever I hit myself on the toe, or okay, do y'all ever do this? And I don't know. I already know the answer to this. When I hit myself and it hurts, do you ever try to like make the loudest noise possible? And you know like when I hit my toe or my foot, I go. I just start shaking real hard, and I'm usually saying things out in Spanish. I'm like.
Having a seizure?
But what I'm doing is I'm telling my body, hey, that doesn't hurt. There's a lot of shit going on up in here now, So
redirecting the pain.
I'm just redirecting the force of my anger and pain to like.
So you're like, okay, body, instead of that toe hurting, I want to force an aneurysm.
I'm not saying that couldn't happen, but it probably will. But I'm just saying, by the time I'm done doing whatever I try to do to offset that, like one time I did that, I was like, I looked up, and my family's just sitting there staring at me. They came out of the hallway to see what was going on, and I'm like, oh god.
Probably had 911 on speed dial right there, like thinking you're about.
But
to
it
have
works.
Daddy's possessed.
but it works.
I think I read some article about Jim Carrey whenever he was doing the Grinch, like all that makeup. He said he had to have like training from some. I don't want to say Navy SEALs, but some sort of like torture training, and like he would just be like getting makeup put on for hours, and like you can't move, you can't itch yourself or anything like that. Shut up. So he would just he said he'd just be like sitting there getting makeup, and he's just like punch himself in the leg or something like that to, I guess, redirect attention from the itching face to his leg.
I heard that it was extremely hard for him to breathe. Like, he couldn't breathe through his nose. He had to breathe
Oh
out.
yeah, that was like a prosthetic on his face.
Right. So, like, he had to practice talking and breathing after, like, a certain amount of words. Like, you try talking about, think about that. Like, whenever, Matt, you've just got this innate ability to make me feel like I'm a fucking moron. He just sitting there stares at me with the stare.
Oh, that's nothing to do with Matt. I think that's all you.
So, anyways, he's like, I can't breathe through my nose, so I have to talk, and then I have to. But he can't make a sound obvious. That's tough. And I'm sure the Navy SEALs Sky Training do that too.
I didn't know if it was. I think it was Chuck Norris actually.
Right.
Ah, well, there's no problem.
You know, the guy that played the Tin Man, he got really sick too because of the paint they put on him.
Had lead.
Had lead in it.
Yeah, I remember that. I
Oh
remember
no
hearing about
shit!
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Part of 1978.
Mm-hmm.
Leaded paint, just
Yep.
straight on his
all
skin.
that silver paint. Yeah. He got lead poisoning.
Speaking of that, we're actually going to get to go down. Me, Felicia, and the kids. And my sister-in-law and brother-in-law. We're all going to go. See, then y'all aren't invited. We're all going to go.
Good. Thank you.
We're all going to go down to the theater and we're going to watch the Wizard of Oz play. It's kind of cool. I haven't been to a play in never.
Me either.
Like an actual play.
Me either.
Where you play.
Like a live play.
Yeah.
Talking about the one down here at the back.
Not the backdoor theater, but the Wichita Falls Theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
He don't want to go to that backdoor theater.
No, hell no.
Don't nobody want to go to that backdoor theater.
No, man. They bloodletting there.
Fucking bloodlet.
They're bloodletting. Down the hall to the left.
Don't be bloodletting that back door. Holy shit. Seen a video about that. There's a guy in a
For
mason
real?
jar.
Oh man, God Almighty, that is horrible. Like, why would you even mention that?
Talk about bloodletting.
What do you do? Like, who do you go get?
You just lay there and die.
I mean,
are you serious?
Who do you find to help you?
No, you don't.
I
You
mean,
just die.
Did he die?
If it were me, I'd be dead.
Why don't you, Matt? Can you no? Don't research that. You'll get a virus like this.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You don't want to know. We can't talk about it.
Don't worry about it.
Because if we talk about it, it's Dunskies. A guy hid a mason jar and he didn't hide it under the table.
And that mason jar broke. And it was a glass mason jar.
He hid it somewhere. Intimately.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
How do you feel now?
I mean, I feel fine.
He's like, he does it.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it
it
didn't.
broke.
It didn't affect me.
I'm sure it affected him. What do
Anyways,
you think his shits look like
stop.
nowadays?
I don't want. I mean, they come out like origamis.
Starfish?
Yeah.
A paper airplane?
Yeah. They come out looking like paper mache snowflakes. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ. Now, every time I take a shit, I'm going to be just like crying. I'm going to have like PTSD. It didn't even happen to me.
You eat some corn chips. And it's like, oh, God.
Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord.
So don't Google that,
Yeah,
audience.
I got a horrible feeling in my stomach now.
I don't even know where to go with this podcast from there.
I don't know either.
Other than, why don't you guys head on over to our Patreon
Yeah.
at www.patreon.com/the-ill-advised-podcast and donate $1, at least $1, maybe more if you're feeling generous.
Yeah.
And while you're over there, once you get done, just Google
No.
guy with mason jar.
Oh,
See what pops up. Entertain
it
yourself.
pops out.
Ooh.
And don't forget to go to our other social media platforms. God, I can't ever just get into this really well. Every time I try to just jump into it, I just fail horribly.
Oh, yeah.
I could never make it as a news anchor.
Wow.
That's why
And on
you're
today's
not.
news, but today you're going to also go to all of our social media sites. Our dang it, never going to be able to be a star.
Those. Do it.
So go there, and there.
And do all the things that you should do. Like, subscribe. If you know your way around a Discord, feel free to join our Discord. However
Yeah, I don't
you do that.
really know how to do that, but you can do that.
And do all that stuff, man.
For $1 a month, no reason why you shouldn't be doing it. You do it. You like this? If you watch this, you owe us $1.
Support us,
Support us. Yes,
Please.
that's a lot nicer.
for God's sake.
Yeah.
We're tired of being broke.
Yeah. So, I feel like I need to go and like just line my pants with cotton now, and cotton swabs and 4x4s.
4x4s?
Yeah, 4x4s. Matt, you know what a 4x4 is, right? You're in the medical field. Yeah,
He's stretching.
he knows what it is.
Oh, he tired. He just tired.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. I don't think I can go any further after this.
Yeah. Feel free to donate to us. Like, subscribe, all of our stuff.
Share and follow.
Share, follow, all that good stuff. And enjoy your evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. By the way, Anthony's not here with us today.
Anthony's not here,
No, he's not here if you didn't notice.
but he's here with us in spirit.
He's in, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. Bye, guys. Bye.